Hi, Dr. Maria Nagy here, and I'm here to give you guys an update and to welcome you into 2022. It's a fresh new year, and we're super excited. And we're so super excited to have you on the team as investors as well. In terms of our retesting, as I mentioned in the last couple of videos, we are doing some retesting. I went up to New York. I spent a good month up there working with them, trying to complete this testing, and such. Well, unfortunately, the problem is we weren't able to complete the testing. We got some useful data, but we weren't able to complete it. Essentially, the problem is we need to be working with a BSL-3, a biosafety level 3 laboratory, and they happen to be a 2.5 plus. So our thought was, and they were very willing to work with us. So our thought was, with some creative science, we'd be able to accomplish the goal and circumvent the need for that biosafety level 3. Well, at the end of the day, that couldn't be done. So now we're back in Atlanta. Now we're working with a lab here in Atlanta that happens to be a biosafety level 3. Although with BSL 3s, there's a lot of red tape. But anyway, we're here now. If I'm speaking conservatively, it's going to take us about 4 months to get this done. We have to do cross-reactivity, endogenous chemicals, LOD, and flex. Just because of the logistics. And so it's not only the testing, it's also the statistician, the FDA consultant, writing up the data. And so if you take all that into account, it's probably going to take about 4 months. Yeah. Right now, our biggest challenge, though, is funding. So in order to get this done with this new lab, it's going to cost us, and taking into account the 4 months, it's going to cost us about $350K. The bacteria loan that we need to buy for the cross-reactivity is close to $15,000. And then you've got the testing, this consultant. FDA consultants cost around $200 an hour, so that adds up. But they're well worth it, and they're extremely useful. So anyway, so our biggest limiting factor at this point is the funding. Last time, last fundraise, you guys entrusted us with the WeFunder investors, and outside the private investors. Together, you guys trusted me and my team with $600,000. And with that $600,000, we were able to go from idea to product to clinicals to FDA submission. Yes, they kicked it back. We got to do a little more work, but that's how FDA is. But we also built a supply chain, 3 distribution channels. We'll be able to make between 2 and 4 million tests. We've got 20,000 kits in process, and we already have 4 salespeople ready to go. So we've put together, and the most incredible team. I've got 2 more people to tell you about: Mark Copesell, our interim CFO, and Bill Suarez coming on as an investor. And I will tell you more about them later. So we got an incredible product and a fantastic phone app. We've got all the components ready to go. Right now, our limiting factor is the funds. But that's where you guys come in. You guys are our OG investors. That's why we keep coming back to you, relying on you guys. Our first goal is to get to 50K on WeFunder. That's really 6 people coming in at $3,000 a piece. 6 people. At that point, we'd be able to fundraise and advertise on the WeFunder platform. So 6 people coming in at 3K a piece. Now that's not going to get us to our total goal of 350,000, and we need that, and we need that kind of quickly. So I think that really the only way that that's going to happen is if someone can come in and write one big check. So or if a couple of you guys can come together and really come in and save the day, right? um, I think we've done our part. You know, we've done the heavy lifting with the science and building out the supply chain and the distribution channel. And now we need you guys to do the other side of the heavy lifting and coming with the funding. Until we get that 350,000, we're kind of in a holding pattern. Not 100%, but we're going to be moving at a snail's pace as opposed to running. And we are in the middle of a pandemic, and the opportunity is here. Yes, there's Biden wants 500 million kits. Yes, we are calling the VCs, we are calling angels, we are calling other companies, we are reaching out to see, we are pulling on all the resources. But if you have a resources that we haven't thought of, please give us a call and let us know. We want to get this done. We've got a test that we think is fantastic and we want to get it on the market, but we need your help at this point with a check. You know, maybe one of you guys have been blessed enough to just write out one check for 350K and help us get to the end. Help us get this last bit of testing, this this darn testing redone, so that we can get the application back in and get back on track and get a product out there, because the need is so great. So with that said, happy 2020. Who's going to write that check? Who's going to come in? All right. Have a great day, and we will speak soon. Thank you. And enjoy the new year.